Hello, everybody. I am getting off schedule, and actually, I am changing what I was planning to do, following up with the agency laws and the fiduciary duties, because there's something very important that is happening, and it's creating a lot of confusion in the public out there. I believe that. The general public and the agents also, once they understand what's going on, they will understand that the changes that some of them are right now feeling great about it, it will not be so great when they understand what's going on and what it means for the general public and for the agents. I've been doing this business for 32 years now. I have really understood and studied very well not only the regulations, which a lot of people just think that they're just regulations. And that's the reason today I'm actually starting like this with a small image of me and a big image of the first page of the New Jersey regulations from the Real Estate Commission. And if you look, there's the seal of New Jersey there. Governor Murphy, that was until the new governor took charge, but this is what was from until January of this year. Um, if we look a little further down, it's right here. Regulations for the New Jersey Real Estate Commission, New Jersey Administrative Code, which means really is all of this is New Jersey statute law, is right here, the numbers of the statutes. And every time we get a change or an update on any of these statutes, what happens is we get an update from the Department of Banking and Insurance. That is where the Real Estate Commission is under the Banking and Insurance Department. So let's see, why am I talking about these? And I also am bringing the Code of Ethics from NAR. This is what realtors gotta go by also, other than going by the statute law. If we look close at everything, if we look close at everything that is in the regulations or New Jersey statute law, that commands really, that supervises the job of the realtors and the brokerages, if we look at it closely, we can see that all of this is done to protect the general public and to make sure that the real estate agents and brokerage behave within that principle of doing the best thing for the general public. That's really the most important thing. And then the ones that really are interested in doing the best job and really uh, making sure that they do everything correctly with the general public, with their clients, they normally are realtors. And the realtors are using that name, realtors, that it's only if you are attached to the NAR, National Association of Realtors, or the local boards that are like the connection, the local connection to the main organization NAR. Like I'm connected with the North Central Jersey Association of Realtors, that is at the state level connected to NJAR, the New Jersey Association of Realtors, that is connected at the federal level with NAR. Um, the most important about this thing is really the code of ethics. That code of ethics really goes a little further than just the regulations, because the laws, the regulations sometimes leave a gray area for people to do things within the law, but really it's not the best thing within the clients, within the colleagues from other companies, and sometimes inside of the same company. So that code of ethics, it is something that is important, because some of the issues that you don't have to respond to the real estate commission, you will have to respond to the association when a complaint is made. And sometimes um, it takes much longer for the real estate commission to respond to a complaint, and then the local board, because there's a lot less agents to supervise, and the local boards are really interested that business are done in the most ethical way. So what why am I talking about this? Because there's been a lot of confusion. Some agents are against NAR now because of some situations that happened last year, mainly with a lawsuit that any NAR didn't do the best defense to the agents. That's truth, but it's not because of something that was not done in the best way that you got to dismantle completely everything that they have done good for everybody, the agents and the general public, because NAR, with their lobby in Washington D.C. and with their lobbies at state level, have done a lot of good for the general public and for the realtors, but mainly for the general public, because in many ways the things that are good for the business are first very good for the public, for the clients that are going to benefit from those fights that NAR and NJAR. So I'm referring to NJR because I'm in New Jersey, but each state has its own part of the association that is helping to fight for things that are good for the homeowners and for the realtors. So this is the reason that I'm saying that if we take these out, the general public, the clients, are less protected. And I believe, really is my belief, that if we don't keep these things in place, this business will turn into a wild west. And the people that will lose the most is the general public, the clients. I would really just bring to your attention the Article 1 and the way it starts in the Code of Ethics, that you can read probably right there. But I will tell you that what it tells really is that the primary obligation of a realtor is to by representing the buyer or the seller or landlord or tenant, to really do the best job for them. And no matter what, even doing the best job for the client that they are representing, they got to be honest with everybody involved in the business. They got to be really not lie about anything, make the best representation for the client without being dishonest with the other parties. So that tells you immediately a lot about what NAR and the local associations promote in the business, and the importance to keep these in place. The other thing, for example, that I would like to bring to the attention is one of the things that there was a big fight that it was not recent, but was done in the last 20 years, like the increase of the value for the capital gains on ownership when you selling, the exemption of capital gains taxes going up to $500,000 was really the association promoting this in Washington to favor the homeowners. So the the National Association is not only doing things for the realtors, for the agents, for the brokers, it is also doing things that favor the home ownership in the country. A lot of the things that are done in Congress in favor of home ownership was really pushed and proposed in many situations by the National Association of Realtors. At the state level, pretty much the same thing. I will be most likely following up a little bit on these situations in the next few podcasts, and I'll be kind of mixing what the code of ethics tells and the fiduciary duties of the agents and the importance of keeping these things in place, and the other problem that we're having now with companies that are kind of becoming monopolies in the industry, which is also very dangerous, not just for the clients but also for the agents. I cannot understand how this was authorized, but hopefully there'll be some backlash and things changed, because when you have companies that create a situation where they control the majority of the market, you becoming really it becomes a situation where the clients don't have much protection, and the agents in this case, because you also need to understand that the agents are independent contractors that right now, because they have many companies to negotiate their own benefits, they have a good way to do this. Once the market becomes very small for them to negotiate, it becomes a lot